Good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing on this bank holiday Monday? Welcome to my channel, guys, Joey Barnett TV. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're all in the best possible health you could possibly be in. So yeah, this is my second upload of today, and the first upload which I done was about HMP send to detention centre. I'll be doing a part 2 to that and a part 3 to that ASAP. But yeah, this video here is going to be about young offenders, and it's called the Mount. Now, I went into the Mount as a young offender. I was 18 years of age and I got 3 years, and that is when you had to do 3/4 of your sentence. So yeah, quite a long time out of the 3 years what I've done. What was it like in the Mount? It was a jungle. It was like a war zone, and this is a big problem still today, I believe. There's a lot more aggravations, a lot more trouble, a lot more violence in young offenders than in adult prisons. Yes, in adult prisons there is more serious people, but you know, it isn't about age, is it? Because you know, you might get a young offender at the age of 15 and he could quite easily iron someone out, and you know, vice versa. So yeah, but I mean, if you can get through DCs, young offenders, and then you go into adult jail like I did, by the time I went into adult jail, it was like going from home to home and trying to break that cycle of that revolving door, going round and round and round, in and out of jail, in and out. I was coming out for 6 months, and then I was getting 12 months. I was coming out for another year, and then I was getting 18 months, out for a few months, getting a couple of years. So yeah, by the time I got to young offenders, I'd done 2 detention centres and a Borstal, which was in Rochester, and that was 1980. That was what was my sentence in 1980? I can't remember. I'll have to look on my thingies, but yeah, I think it was 9 to 2 years or something like that. You had to have different coloured ties to get out, and that was run very similar to detention centres. So basically, when the Borstals got abolished, I think that was in 1982, they it went on to detention centres. They didn't reign for too long, neither DCs, because the brutality of what we suffered and the abuse what we suffered under the hands of big hairy arse screws was on another level. And I believe that quite a few of the young offenders actually took the screws to court and got big payouts and big claims. So yeah, they abolished the detention centres. But I mean, I got through two of them DCs, and by the time I got to young offenders, as I said, I was accustomed to it. It was like going from home to home. But yeah, got into the Mount when it was a young offenders, and as I said, it was literally a jungle in there. You had a few different wings, and it was all about climbing up the ladder, being at the top of the pecking order, and not showing no weaknesses, because the minute you showed weaknesses, them days, you would have bullies what would come into you canteen days and take your canteen off of you every single week. That definitely did happen. But yeah, bullies did get their comeuppance by a bigger bully, but that's just how our young offenders was. That's the nuts and bolts of young offenders. People taxing each other, and people robbing each other, and people bashing each other up and stabbing each other. And you know, the naughtiest thing you can do, the higher up the chain you're going to climb. So you can imagine what it was like. It was literally like a war zone. And yeah, I wouldn't stand for no crap off of anyone, you know. I was pretty notorious. By the time I got to young offenders, I was pretty violent and pretty well known in the system. So yeah, I'd done a few people with snooker balls in a sock, you know, and bits and pieces like that, razors melted into toothbrushes, slashed up people. But I'm not glorifying it, I'm not glamorising it, and I do regret every single bit of it. And if I could turn back the hands of time, then I certainly would be doing that and relive my life as a normal person. But unfortunately, I can't do that, and all I can do is spread my stories for awareness, and to deter anyone away from committing crime and taking drugs, and certainly from thinking that committing crimes are glamorous, because that's far from the truth. Once you get into prison, you lose your name, you lose everything, your pride, your dignity, your respect, and you become a number in the system. That's all you are, is a number. And whatever you was out on the street, you won't be that inside, because there's always someone what will take you straight down a peg or two. Don't matter how hard you are, how big you are, how much money you've got outside, how much clout you've got outside, how well you're connected outside. Once you get in prison, you're just a number, and you can't go on like you went on in the street, because you wouldn't last 2 minutes in there. So yeah guys, I'm going to be concentrating over the next few days on putting quite a lot of content out, especially about prison. It's all about my personal experiences. I'm not going off of a computer, I'm not reading it out of a book. It's all raw, coming straight out of my mouth. You know, I wear my heart on my sleeve, I do. And thanks for picking that up. A few of my loyal followers give me some lovely feedback, positive feedback, and that's what gives me the inspiration to push more content out to you guys. But yeah, finishing up on this video, the mount was literally a war zone, and it was dog eat dog in there. And if you couldn't hold your hands up, or you was vulnerable, you was picked on. And if you went to the screws or the officers and said that you was getting picked on, it'd get leaked out, and you was then known as a grass. So and then you'd be a lot worse off than what you first was by getting bullied. So you had to hold your hands up, and you had to fight. So yeah, by the time I got to adult jail, you know, again I was accustomed to it, and that's why I've spent over 25 years in jail, and now I've broke the cycle of it at the age of 42. I'm 55 coming up this July, and I've been clean from drugs, and I've been out of jail since 2007. So yeah, I like spreading awareness, and I hope you enjoy my content. Big shout out to all my subscribers. Happy Easter everyone. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. I'll be back at you soon. Peace.